Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Hulk Deathwing. I hope everyone's been enjoying the game so far. Well, I suppose if you're still with us for Chapter 9, then you have been, where we are returning to the Sanctum Imperator. I don't know if this is the last of the chapters. I think there's 12, I'm not 100% sure. I have gone off other Space Hulk games.
To preserve our strength,
but basically what we're doing here is we are... I'm sure we must have pissed off Belial somewhat, because basically we are in the rear guard doing a fighting retreat for the purposes of attracting the enemy to us in the Sanctum Imperator, so that we can blow them to pieces with the plasma reactors that we're just going to overload.
Our battle cry filled the Vox. For the Emperor! For the Lion!
So yeah, there's a lot of this in Space Hulk. There's a lot of missions like this where it is literally, oh, just draw the enemy in and then we'll teleport you out and we'll blow up whatever's there. It's a good job we have teleport capabilities, I suppose.
It is our duty to deny the Tyranids the gene seed inside both the Vault and the Gene Stealers themselves. The Emperor forged genes of the Dark Angels would become a weapon of the Hive fleets, turned against us. The chapter must not allow such a dishonorable fate. Though the psychic signal drawing the Tyranids has
basically we are...
the death of many hybrid psychers.
So we fought hard, we've lost people for this gene seed, and we're now deciding, you know what, we're actually going to just straight up wipe it out. We're going to blow it to pieces.
As they would attempt to turn our own strength upon us, we will use the enemy's powers against them to turn the Alethros into the means of their destruction. The psychic signal from the Xenos Psychers continues to lure the bioships from the Tyranid.
Okay, I don't know if this is actually recording. Hang on.
Until they are close enough.
Cancel, we're going to restart.
The reactors to overload before exiting. The explosion will cause the complete destruction of the Space Hulk, and the conflagration will consume the Hive ships as they feed. Let righteous fire cleanse this system of their taint.
Continue.
The Terminus mission. We shall not return, but our glory will live on. By such battles is honor won, and legends created.
It promises to be an impressive explosion, but I hope to see it from the outside rather than from the inside.
How dull. But if that is to be so, I shall be comforted by our future opportunities to chastise more enemies of the Emperor.
Well, he's very excitable. Welcome back to Space Hulk Deathwing Chapter 9, where basically, as you've just heard, we're going to be blowing up the ship and all the gene seeds. Yeah. So basically, in the 40k universe, a lot of the time, any attempt to board a Space Hulk over a certain side is always going to end badly. Either it's going to warp out with forces on board, or it's just going to have too much on board for you to feasibly deal with people. slightly convinced we might have pissed off Belial, because we are literally one of the only squads still active. We're either in the vanguard or we're in the rear guard. Ships feed off their own bioorganisms and take up the genetic data that they've picked up. Now, I think we're going to keep Barakiel with his Thunderhammer, because at the minute, now that we've given him a Thunderhammer, every Xenos looks like a nail, and it's working quite well. Now, we are supposed to be growing it, so I'm thinking we might take the Mace of Aspiration, have some fun, or stick with Vengeance. Considering where we are, we're probably going to need ranged weaponry, especially against turrets, so we're going to deploy with Vengeance. And we'll have to go swap out our Lightning for Spontaneous Combustion, because I've got a feeling we'll be dealing with a lot of the enemy in this mission. Nahum has his Narthesian, but let us deploy, brothers. And this is probably going to be the last mission from the sounds of things. Especially as, well, a battle barge exploding is going to cause a lot of trouble.
The Tyranid fleet is dangerously close, and still closing.
Wait, what? Belial, you do... Good, Nahum gets it. Yep. Barakiel was feeling a bit suicidal there, but it wouldn't be the first time Space Marines have sacrificed themselves. I think the Black Templars might be a little bit annoyed that we're blowing up a battle barge, but then again, they are one of the few fleets that you could argue doesn't need an extra battle barge. And with it being in the war, they probably won't want it back. Yeah, I think Spontaneous Combustion was a good call. Well, we've encountered our first lot of enemies. Let them. Did I get this before? I don't know if I did get that one before. Yeah, Barakiel, now that he's got Thunderhammer and Storm Shield and the armor upgrades. Okay, there's a fair few of these sods now, isn't there? He's actually doing a much better job than when he was literally just wielding heavy weaponry. The problem is, like, I'm a bit annoyed that you can't give me him a Thunderhammer and Storm Shield without him losing his Narthesian capability, because he's an apothecary. Surely he should be able to wield it as well. The one problem is Barakiel then has to deal with, well, he has to deal with bioacid ones at point-blank range. Okay, that Vortex of Doom is pretty effective, as we've been discovering. I think maybe if I change my psychic powers, we could use the Mace of Absolution more effectively. Especially if we had the Lion psychic power. That's
and its precious data. To safely dispatch them, the Grand Master Belial.
Someone heal me.
The situation
Someone heal me.
inside the space hulk was rapidly
No, I didn't mean. Oh, hit the side gate.
The enemy fell upon our squads in ever greater numbers and strength. Tibbs remained unchanged and ensured that the gene seed of the chapter
you know what?
did not.
Mace of Absolution and Lion's Nemesis. Let's deal with the Broodlord in close quarters, shall we? Charge! For the Emperor!
The Tyranid fleet is dangerously close and still closing.
Get some! Heal me please, heal me please, heal me please. Oh, it's a passive ability. That's even better. Nahum, heal yourself. See, that's what I mean. Even though he would have the ability to pretty effectively deal with anything coming at him and an increased armour and health, Nahum wouldn't be able to heal himself, so when we got low, we'd have to side get out. Oh shit. Well, this room looks dangerously on fire. Let's leave. We've still got Vortex of Doom, so it's going to be pretty effective. The only issue we're going to have is any turrets we come across. But from what I remember, the generator areas of this ship don't tend to have that many turrets in them.
In position.
Doubtful. That's fine, just got to stick a certain way through here. Who needs doors? We make our own doors. Don't know what just exploded behind us, but I imagine it killed something. Yeah, I've got a feeling Baracul is just swinging away back there. Yeah, he's backing up, which is good. Hello?